Thank you very much. So I fought until the last minute not to speak today. But I've learned today that grassroots means if they put your name in a flyer, you have to step up. I was hesitant because I'm much more of a community follower than a community leader. And I also didn't want to put myself forth as one of those actors who thinks that his opinion is important because he's an actor. So I'm not here today as an actor. I'm here today as a Malibu dad who wants to believe that when he sends his son to school, it's a safe place for him to learn and to play and to breathe. Last October, when my wife Melly and I learned that several teachers had stepped forward and revealed that they had been diagnosed with thyroid cancer, we were very concerned, of course, for the teachers themselves. We were also concerned to learn that there was some belief that it might be an environmental issue, and then to learn that in the summer of 2011, that over 1,000 tons of contaminated soil had been taken out of the middle school quad. I have yet to run into one person that knew about this at the time. So I found that suspicious. I was certainly concerned, but like I think most of us here and most parents, I trusted the people to whom I give my kid every school day. And I figured, wow, they're doing the right thing. They've got him very quickly in a temporary class in which he will be safe while they straighten out the issue. So you can imagine our shock and disgust when we learned at the beginning of this summer that some good Samaritan had taken a small sample of the caulk in the room that Avi was housed in, supposedly so that he'd be safe, and that it had tested with PCB contamination of 340,000 parts per million, which means that more than a third of the caulk was PCBs. And the TSCA, the Toxic Substance Control Act, calls for the removal of any caulk with contamination above 50 parts per million. So we were horrified, we were shocked. I then subsequently learned that the teacher who had taught in that room for a long time had left 2 years earlier because she had been diagnosed with thyroid cancer. Now we were really concerned. The shock jumped up a level when I looked to see what Sandra Lyon's response would be, and I saw a public letter in which she didn't refute the testing, she didn't offer to do her own testing, she didn't assure me and others that that caulk would be removed and everywhere else would be tested, but she complained that the sample had been taken surreptitiously. I thought at the time, so what? It is what it is. Now do the right thing. Follow federal regulation. I've learned since then that this district and these people whom I've never met, but that I've trusted so blindly, maybe aren't the most trustworthy. In my take, they have a three-part approach to the problem. It's this, and it's that. They cover their eyes when they tell us that they're not going to test the caulk in all the classrooms. Apparently, it's describing for old falsehood that what they don't know won't harm our kids. They cover their ears because apparently they cannot hear our questions and they cannot hear our concerns. I'll admit it, I'm embarrassed. I'm new to the cause and getting involved, but saints like Jen and Matt and many others have been asking questions for close to a year that apparently they cannot hear. And then they go like this, and they cover their mouths when they interact and they communicate with us solely through press releases. Every day I get another blast from someone named Valerie assuring me that another classroom has been opened and that it's A-OK with the EPA. This, and this aren't acceptable to me. I know it's not acceptable to everyone here, and I would submit that see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil should no longer be acceptable to anyone in this community, and that we should push for action at long last.